3, 2, 1, click. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to, in my opinion, the absolute worst Doctor Who story ever made. Yes, it's worse than Love and Monsters, and it's not even that bad anyway. This is Twin Dilemma.
Ah! I swear he was coming to eat me.
the titles in the 80s were like
these
that.
old episodes. Like,
Doctor Who.
The
So
Twin
what
Dilemma,
series is this from?
written by a guy who constantly claimed whose scripts were so far behind.
Here's my headcanon. When he got when he was being baptized, the priest was going, "He shall be this child shall be called," and wait a minute, who? And that's how he got his name.
I'll give you a quick bit of trivia. The guy who wrote the story, Anthony Stephen, he took forever getting the story out, and one of his excuses was that his typewriter blew up.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And apparently the original script was so bad that the script editor had to edit it heavily. So could you imagine the worst version of this?
Yeah, this is classic old British TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the twins. Actors so bad they make Jake Lloyd look like Haley Joel Osment.
Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, I know the dialogue is the best, but Jesus.
Wow, the dialogue is not the best, but they should at least be a little better than this.
So, what series is this from?
It was the end of Peter Davison's final season.
I see.
But they decided because they felt that audiences wouldn't want to wait too long to see the new Doctor, they pasted this episode right at the end. And it shows this episode is the budget of how much you pay for your lunch at college.
It has the budget of Rise of Lyric.
Yeah, but hey, at least he's trying to act unlike you two.
Yeah.
And there's our new Doctor. He's just regenerated from the last episode. And yeah, this is Colin Baker. Yeah, Colin Baker's more of a theatrical stage actor than he is a screen actor. And it shows.
Yeah. It adds to the charm, if you ask me.
I mean, I don't think there's ever been a bad actor to play the Doctor. It's just Colin Baker got dealt the worst hand of any actor.
Yeah.
Because his tenure ended because his ex-wife was dating the controller of BBC One who hated Doctor Who. Kind of convenient, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And so the controller had Colin Baker fired.
Interesting.
And so what they're going for with this Doctor is that they're trying to have him be more brash and arrogant. Only, I'm sure you can figure out the problem.
He has too much of a theatrical tone to his voice.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe. Oh, no,
actually, considering this series is already kind of, I mean, look at this. I mean, it's cheesy already. So.
Was that meant to be the TARDIS back there?
Yeah, this is the TARDIS.
This again. This is the 60s, right?
80s.
Oh, 80s. Well,
yeah.
Still. 80s, good old 80s cheesiness. Never hurt anybody.
Look at this part.
Are you okay?
Remember, he's supposed to be nuts because he's just regenerated.
Okay, I guess we're just going to move on from that.
Yeah.
We're going to play computer games.
Yeah.
So this is... Wow. The future of gaming is...
kind of shitty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, people think the Xbox is bad.
So now he's going to find his new outfit. Before we see his outfit that he's going to wear, I should say Colin Baker wanted a darker outfit for his Doctor, kind of like that jacket he's wearing.
Yeah, I think
Like there was actually a YouTube video that a guy made that had Colin Baker wearing a black suit and tie, and he actually looked pretty good in that. But in a bit, they're going to show what his actual outfit's going to be like, and oh, and another fun fact: those trousers he's wearing, they had to sew material in them so Colin Baker could wear them. You have
I
nothing
don't
to fear.
understand.
When a Doctor regenerates, he's still in the other guy's suit, but the trousers wouldn't fit Colin Baker originally, so he had to wear.
Oh, I see.
He had to have material sewn in them. And another thing I'll warn you about: the music in this episode is terrible. What were they staring at?
I don't know.
How did he get in there? Really? All they did was make ASCII dinosaurs. And they made the E.T. thingy. Edgeworth? Oh no, don't
Did he
drag
just
Ace
say
Attorney into
Edgeworth?
this. Yes, they did. Do not drag Ace Attorney into this twin dilemma.
He kind of resembles Frollo.
So Edgeworth, when he retires from being a prosecutor, he becomes a fake professor.
Seems legit since in the crossover he pretty much took he took a liking to the Professor Layton during one of their puzzle battles.
So, Pedro, how are you enjoying these two tremendously talented child actors so far?
Oh, definitely. Well,
They're golden.
golden, definitely.
Like I said, this makes Jake Lloyd look like Haley Joel Osment.
Definitely. Though to be fair, Jake Lloyd was much younger than these. Wow, they really are
Do they
twins.
just ink those on?
Come on, boys, we're going on an adventure.
Oh boy.
Okay, and now coming up, an eyesore.
Oh, no.
Yep,
Oh my!
That
this is the Sixth Doctor's outfit.
this is the outfit they're going with.
Yes. Okay, the producer wanted something totally tasteless, and the designer drew this as a joke, and it got accepted.
Well, they got it right. It is tasteless.
He looks like a circus clown.
Technicolor coat.
Even the show was putting it. All right. What the fuck?
And he doesn't care.
I don't think anyone had cared at this point.
Is that a Wookiee?
I've forgotten who these creatures are exactly.
Well, like I said, I haven't seen any of the really, really old episodes, so this is all very new.
Are they the Klingons of this series?
I don't think they're ever seen before or since this. Then again, I wouldn't blame them. Couldn't they just put like a microphone underneath that mask or something? You guys still there?
Yeah, we're here.
We're listening to the exposition.
Yeah.
But that guy's wondering, what the hell was he saying? And speaking of tasteless outfits,
Okay. I'm gonna like I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this was all just the cast fucking around, and then and they were shooting it, and the director decided to use it.
I won't be surprised.
That would have made it better, though.
Oh god, this scene coming up.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, this is their attempt to make the Doctor darker and edgier.
really? Because
Yes.
this looks like an incredibly
And it gets worse.
incredibly out of nowhere turn that makes
And it
no
gets
sense.
worse. Look what's going to happen.
What?
Yeah.
This did the writer have AD like on how what?
Again, darker, edgier.
But
And they just cut away from that.
sure. It's like he become a completely different character all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, I know. Doctors have are a bit muddled up after they regenerate, but come on.
I mean, was that really necessary? Like,
Okay, I'm sure you're beginning to see why I really hate this story.
for a moment, yeah, I can clearly tell this is an '80s.
Yeah, it's not even an excuse because the episode that came before this, Case of Androzani, is, in my opinion, the best Doctor Who story. So what the hell happened here?
Yeah, I agree. This clearly. Wait a minute. Is that who I think it is?
I don't know who any of these actors are.
Oh wait, no. In that case, it probably isn't. Don't worry. Yeah, this is clearly an old British show. It kind of has that similar. It gives me that similar vibe that Monty Python's Flying Circus does. Okay, lady, you kind of need to enunciate when you act.
Sure.
No, you don't.
You tried to strangle her to death, you prat. Yes, your script is awful. Well, no, he didn't write it, obviously, but the script he's working from is awful, that's what I mean.
This
Okay, there's overreacting, and then there's that.
This writing is
Crap.
but
I don't even understand the writing.
Me neither.
I'm trying to.
And as hard as it is to believe, everything gets worse from here.
And this is a 4-parter. How
Yes.
worse can it get?
Oh, it gets worse. This is one of those rare things I've seen where everything went wrong. And I mean
it must get
everything.
pretty bad for you not to understand it, and you've seen this.
Yeah. Sadly. I bought it because it can't be that bad, can it? I watch it, lo and behold. I mean, now, there's even a commentary on the DVD. They tear this apart.
But
Really?
a commentary of the cast.
The actors?
But the three of the cast members, the Doctor, his companion, and the character from this episode, they recorded a commentary on this, and they know it's god-awful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry. Okay, I have no idea what this episode's supposed to be about. Is it about the Doctor's bad regeneration? Is it about this ship? Is it about the kidnapping of the twins? Make up your mind.
This episode is suffering from Indigo Prophecy syndrome. Okay, the writer can't.
No, it doesn't. I'm not laughing.
Pedro, don't forget, this went for a massive rewrite.
Well, so did Indigo Prophecy.
But
how bad was the
thou craggy knob? What does that even mean? Me too.
Yeah. It's like the entire purpose of this character is to be the one that the audience can relate to.
Well, yeah. Again, their idea was to go for a darker Doctor who they may not like at first, but then warm up to. Guys, I don't think strangling his companion to near death was the best idea. People said Shadow the Hedgehog was stupid. It is, but it's better than this.
Why should we be made to suffer by watching this?
I feel sorry for the poor people back in 1984 who decided to watch this.
Ugh.
I think the only thing these actors are thinking is that, thank God I'm getting paid for this.
The writer, the actors themselves don't look at all. You can kind of tell in the actors' faces that they know that what they're saying is crap.
And also, poor Colin Baker must be thinking, "Oh my God, this is going to be my first story."
I mean, as you said, Dwibs, the actors themselves ripped this episode apart, so
yeah,
they're just relieved that they got paid for it.
And the writer got paid for this as well. Wow, look at these tinfoil ships. Or this tinfoil command center, I should say. And I think those chairs are meant to be futuristic, but it looks like they just got those tarpaulin things you put over cars. Objection!
If that voice had a bit more gravel to it,
So
could be
is he
easily
talking? Is he
be
talking
called Karma.
to? Is he talking to Zordon or?
Uh,
You know, Does after this one, how about we do Power Rangers? That would be awesome.
be better than this. Oh, and look at
Power
him. That monster design, him, the one talking now, that has to be the worst I've ever seen. It looks so cheap. They didn't even bother getting like a mouthpiece or anything.
I have no idea how I'm supposed to take this seriously.
Oh, and eventually in this story, science gets massacred.
Oh.
That is sexist.
Excuse you.
That is sexist, but okay, fine. Am I supposed to like this character?
I guess not. 'Cause I don't
Kind of, not really, ish.
But isn't he supposed to be the main character?
Yes, he's supposed to be the main character.
I think the writer was confused about how writing works.
Again, could you imagine what this episode would have been like if it hadn't got heavily altered?
I don't even. Well, isn't one of those cases where maybe the very reason why it sucks because it was heavily rewritten?
No, the original script was apparently extremely shit.
Oh, really?
So
How did they get here?
Yeah. Yeah.
that gun looks so fake.
I know. Well, to be fair, it's a low budget show, I guess. I wouldn't be
Ow,
too.
my ears.
Fortunately, I have it in low volume, so I'm cool. So
So that was episode 1.
That's some interesting
that was an episode, I
cliffhanger
guess.
reading.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts so far, guys?
It was an episode.
Yeah, and it
was
gets worse.
I'm not.
boring.
I'm not quite sure what exactly I'm supposed to even think about any of these characters, but I mean, we have old Edgeworth talking to Zordon. We have Doctor who apparently has schizophrenia. We have a chick who I guess is just bitter to be the chick, and twins who play Atari 2600, even though this is supposed to be the future.
What about you, Shiroi?
It was everything Pedro said, I guess.
And it gets worse from here.
Yay!
Oh well.
Bob, see you guys for episode 2.
Exactly. See you next time.
See you then.